Hey everyone, it's Flops here and welcome back to another video on the Flop Sports channel. On this channel I document professional athletes' rises to stardom as well as current events that are happening in the sports world, so if that's something that interests you, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more sports content. In today's video I am going to be talking about how Lamar Jackson went from an unknown 3-star recruit to the MVP of the NFL. If you enjoy this video, make sure to drop a like and comment which players' rise to stardom you want me to cover next. With all of that out of the way, let's get into the Lamar Jackson story. Lamar Jackson was born on January 7, 1997 to parents Felicia Jones and Lamar Jackson Sr. in Pompano Beach, Florida. Jackson's first couple years of life were normal. He went to school and played Pop Warner and was even teammates with another future NFL player, Marquise Brown, in this Pop Warner league. All of this changed, however, when Lamar Jackson was 8 years old, when Lamar's father and grandmother passed away on the same day. This meant that for the rest of his childhood, Lamar, his younger brother, and his 2 younger sisters were raised by just his mom, Felicia. Lamar states that despite this tragic loss, his mom still stepped up to the plate and never complained once about caring and providing for Lamar and his 3 siblings. Watching his mother work so hard every day inspired Lamar to push himself just as hard. He worked every single day to pursue his football dreams, and all this hard work paid off when he got to high school. After playing sparingly his first 2 years of high school, Lamar Jackson transferred to Boynton Beach High School, where he immediately became the starting quarterback. He continued to work hard and watch hours of film, and this helped him become a star at Boynton Beach. In his 2 seasons at Boynton Beach, he threw for 2,263 yards and 31 touchdowns and added 1,624 yards and 22 more touchdowns on the ground. These stats were enough to make Jackson a 3-star recruit and a top 20 dual-threat quarterback in his class. He received offers from schools like Clemson, Florida and Auburn before ultimately deciding to sign with the Louisville Cardinals. Jackson made an immediate impact when he got to Louisville as a freshman. He got snaps in 12 games for the Cardinals and was named the starter for 8 of those games. Louisville ended with an 8-5 record that season, and Jackson had some memorable moments and showed flashes of his potential. Some of those moments included almost beating number 6 Auburn in the first game of the year and winning the Music City Bowl MVP. Overall, Jackson's first year at Louisville was a success and showed a brief glimpse of the greatness to come as he threw for 1,840 yards and 12 touchdowns and added 960 yards and an additional 11 scores on the ground. However, no one could have predicted how great Lamar was going to become, because during his sophomore year Lamar Jackson exploded onto the national stage as he threw for 3,543 yards and 30 passing touchdowns, while also tallying 1,571 rushing yards and an additional 21 touchdowns on the ground. Lamar's season was so spectacular that he was awarded the Maxwell Award for the nation's best quarterback and was the youngest ever person at the time to win the Heisman Trophy at just 19 years old. However, this didn't translate to as much team success as the Cardinals would have hoped, because despite Lamar's ridiculous season, Louisville only finished with 1 additional win and finished with a record of 9 wins and 4 losses. The season also ended on a sour note because during bowl season Louisville lost in the Citrus Bowl to LSU. Despite the never-before-seen numbers that Lamar Jackson put up, he still had unfinished business, and that was to have more team success and win as many games as possible, and this is what motivated him for his upcoming junior season. However, despite Lamar's best efforts and him nearly putting up identical numbers to his Heisman campaign, the Cardinals still finished the season with an 8-5 record and another bowl season loss to Mississippi State in the Tax Slayer Bowl. Lamar finished the year with 3,360 passing yards and 27 touchdowns with an additional 1,601 yards on the ground with 18 scores. With another magnificent season under his belt, it was time for Lamar Jackson to declare for the NFL draft, and that's exactly what he did. Throughout the pre-draft process, one of the major storylines was whether or not Lamar Jackson would translate to the NFL. Despite Lamar's eye-popping and almost unbelievable numbers, many analysts said that Lamar would never be able to translate to the NFL, and some of them even said he should switch positions entirely and try to play wide receiver. Thankfully, Lamar Jackson believed in himself as he was adamant about not switching positions, and the Baltimore Ravens selected him with the 32nd overall pick in the draft. And just like that, it was time for Lamar to get to work in Baltimore. Lamar was not the starter to start his rookie year, however he was given the keys to the offense with 7 games remaining in the regular season of his rookie year. Lamar quickly silenced his critics, as in those 7 games that he started the Ravens went 6-1 and he led them to the playoffs, proving everyone that said he wasn't going to make it or that he should switch positions very wrong. Lamar again exploded onto the scene in his second season by winning the Most Valuable Player award of the NFL, being the second youngest player to ever win the award. Lamar's stats were borderline mind-boggling his second year, as he has 3,127 yards passing with 36 touchdowns and tacked on 1,206 yards on the ground and an added 7 touchdowns. Lamar was also selected to his first of many Pro Bowls during his second season. Although Lamar's third season wasn't quite as impressive as his second season, he was still one of the best quarterbacks in the league and ended the year with 2,757 passing yards and 26 touchdowns with an added 1,005 rushing yards and 7 touchdowns. The next 2 seasons Lamar battled injuries, but when he was on the field played like one of the best quarterbacks in the league and finished those seasons with great stats despite only playing 12 games in both of those 2 seasons. This leads us to where we are today, the 2023 season. Lamar Jackson is finally fully healthy and playing like the true superstar he has always been. He has led the Ravens to the best record in the AFC and is the betting favorite to win his second Most Valuable Player award of the NFL. This would put him in rare company, as only a short list of players have won the award twice, and would truly silence all the doubters that said he was never a good enough quarterback to play in the NFL. In conclusion, this is the story of how Lamar Jackson went from a 3-star recruit to the most valuable player in the NFL. If you liked this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, as I plan to make videos like this multiple times a week, and leave a comment of which player you want me to talk about next. Anyways, that's it for the video. Thanks for watching and I will see you next time.